Are you serious? Are you serious? We're going to have a powerful Sunday night show. Folks, when I was driving home from church from Knox, Indiana to West Lafayette, Indiana, I cut through the country. I can tell you right where I was at if you want to Google it. I was on State Road 39, Indiana State Road 39, going south. I was south of State Road 14, between State Road 14 and Monticello, Indiana. It's a very deserted cornfields. There's nobody out there really. Maybe one or two farmhouses. I'm driving down the road. I've had a wonderful Sunday morning church service when all of a sudden I see 6 drones. 6. First I see 3 to my left, and I'm looking at these things like, what is that? I knew it wasn't a glider, and I knew it wasn't an airplane, but I didn't know what it was. And then those 3, and they, I don't know if they're unmanned drones. Well, I know they are. There's no windows on them, okay? They're gray. The wings on the back kind of go like this, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like this. They're about the size of a twin-engine plane, but the wings, there's no propellers. The wings are out, and then underneath the wings, because 4 of them flew right over my head and low. And I looked up at them, didn't have my phone or nothing with me. I couldn't. They were too fast. But yet they could stop. They could turn like this and fly, or they could turn like this and fly, and they could accelerate and then stop, almost like stop in dead air, and then turn, and they could up, and yet they were gray, solid gray, no markings on it, no US, no nothing, and underneath was these 3, on each wing, there was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like what looked like chutes. They weren't bombs that you would drop. They were like chutes, like something would shoot out of them. I would take it missiles maybe. I don't know what. And then there was 3 more. And so there was 6 total in about a 10-mile drive. And matter of fact, I only met like 2 other cars. One guy was in a maroon SUV. He pulled over, got out. He was looking. I mean, it was like, what is that? Folks, I got on the phone. I called Heidi. I said, Heidi, I just seen 6 unmanned drones in Indiana. I said, I'm telling you, they're drones. She quickly did some research for me, told me that Indiana, there's a plant in Fort Wayne that is making unmanned drones, and that Indiana has asked if they could be one of the states to test the drones. I've got this information. I've got articles on it. We're going to talk about it in the show tonight. Don't miss the show. Also, we're going to talk about Doug Hagman and his experiences he had. I want to give you a little bit about that tonight. Let me get I got to do this, okay? See? Are you serious? Okay, let me do this. All right, we're going to talk a little bit about what some problems he had over the weekend in Washington, D.C. We'll talk about that, some information he has. He's going to be my guest Tuesday. Doug and Joe Hagman will be our guest Tuesday from 12 noon to 3 p.m. They'll be the first 2 hours, the Hagmans. You don't miss Tuesday, June 11th, 12 noon Eastern. Don't miss it. But I'll give you a little bit of information about them tonight. Also, they'll give us the full story Tuesday. Also, UN says no to Russia's offer about being in the buffer zone at the Golden Heights. We're going to talk about that. I want to thank Nick of New York for that. I want to thank Nick of New York for 500,000 fish have washed up dead in Saigon, Vietnam. What? Something biblical's going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. We've got a fresh pot of coffee. Are you serious? Jesus saves. And ladies, I've got a 100 brand new pink travel mug, stainless steel, just showed up. The pink ones. What? The pink ones. Someone said, tell us when you get more. 100 of them just arrived. But wait a minute. There's going to be talking about more today. We're going to be talking about the Israel tour. I'm going to talk to you about it. Oh my, we've already got the first person has locked down his spot. The first of 50 locked. Where? He's from England. So the first one on board's from England. Wait a minute. Also, Nick of New York's telling me that 25 people are dead. More clashes going on in Benghazi, Libya. Also, the President of the United States is making excuses for why they've been listening to your phone calls, reading your emails, checking in on your Twitter account, watching even the comments you make on Facebook, keeping an eye on what you're doing in Pal Chat. They know what's going on everywhere. What? And I'm seeing 6 drones, 4 of them flying over my head. I had an eerie feeling. I mean, you talk about an eerie feeling. You're driving in the cornfields of Indiana. You don't see. The only thing I'm worried about hitting is a deer running out from the cornfields. That's all you worry about when you're out there. You don't worry about nothing else. But drones? Drones? Did someone say drones? Don't moan. It was drones. What? We're going to have to hear from Pastor Blues Brother on that one. I guarantee it. Folks, intelligence chief defends the internet spy. I don't think Troy of North Carolina. Also, Ethiopia is trying to build a dam. No Nile, no Egypt. Cairo warns Ethiopia, you don't want to do this. In other words, Ethiopia is thinking about building a dam that would completely drop the Nile River and would destroy Egypt. Folks, it's going to get ugly. It is getting ugly. Also, Israel figures how to spike in settlement starts. We're going to hear from Benjamin Netanyahu on that. Wow. Yes. Here's this earthquake report. Here's that article Heidi just got to me. Could Indiana become a drone testing center? Yes, I know they are. I saw them. And folks, some people think that all them homes that got blew up in Indianapolis a few months ago, there was reports that it came from a drone. I don't know, but there was eyewitnesses said they seen drone strike. I think it blew up like 25 homes in Indianapolis. We're going to give you an update what's going on with earthquakes. Also, there's a rising red China. China has been putting warships in American waters, circling the neighbors of America. We're going to talk about that. What's that about? Also, there's a dog that rescued a newborn girl in a bag in a dumpster in Thailand and saved this child's life. We're going to talk about that. And 9/11 is a call for a national day of prayer by WorldNet Daily. This is just a few of the things we're going to talk about. Absolutely. And I understand that Alex Jones went off, blew up a BBC. They had him on a Sunday talk show at the BBC. And I guess he went off on a member of Bilderberg was there. So now they're not hiding Bilderberg. Notice Obama, the scandals, Benghazi talking points, the IRS going after the Tea Party groups, the Associated Press having all their phone lines tapped, going after James Rosen of Fox News, going after Doug Hagman, recording his telephone conversations from the Department of Security, National Security Agency, recorded it out of Utah. Now we know everybody's phone records and emails and texts and Facebook. Everything is being recorded and stored, and people are being put on lists based on potential threat to the government. There's nothing about that keeping us safe. It's all about controlling us. It's chaos. It's control through chaos. It's the soon rise of the beast, the new world order. I preached about it today in my Sunday morning message. Powerful Sunday morning message. I preached on the rise of the Bilderberg and the New World Order and how it relates to the Bible. I mean, I preached on it hard, and we'll have that CD available for you very soon. Mike recorded it. All of these don't go nowhere. And folks, here's the most important thing. Out of all of this I'm telling you about, it's the coming of Jesus Christ. He's coming for the bride. Are you saved? Are you ready? Don't miss tonight's show. It starts in 1 hour at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.